Hello. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Kung si Fachai, kyung hee, kyung hee. I hope everyone has been having a wonderful Friday or Saturday if it's a weird time zone for you. This game always has to give me some kind of technical difficulty, but we're back and we're live on time. I do forget what I was doing, honestly. What is that? What am I currently tracking? I don't remember. The main mission? Okay, I guess I just need to leave then. Yeah, did not get a lot of progress done last time. I just spent the stream catching a bunch of weird Pokemon. And alphas especially, that now I remember. That's what I was doing, I was catching alphas. But we're gonna actually go to the Icelands and make some progress this time. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry I missed stream yesterday. I gotta be honest, my school is putting me through the ringer and I completely forgot it was Thursday. My word, it's rather chilly here, isn't it? Glad to see you made it safe and sound in any case. Very few venture to the Alabaster Icelands, apart from Tao Hua leading the odd supply corps excursion to gather materials. But the Survey Corps, of course, must go anywhere that Pokemon are found. From what I gather, Ice Peak Arena, where you'll find Avalugg, is rather far off, I'm afraid. Doubtless the mission to tackle Avalugg will be another dangerous one. Learn all that you can from Irida and Adamant to try to keep you safe. Kaishi, brisk out here, isn't it? How aren't you freezing? Freezing? I'm practically sweating. If you think this is bad, just wait. This is nothing compared to where we're headed. You know, I'm beginning to think the problem between us isn't a Diamond Clan thing or a Pearl Clan thing. It's just a you and me thing. We'll never see eye to eye on anything, will we? I don't see how we could, as long as you and your clan cling to your vision of an almighty Sinnoh that reigns over time. Forgive my bluntness, but if such a being even does exist, it's certainly not almighty Sinnoh. Yes, yes, believe what you want, just tell us where we have to go. We're headed to see my teacher, and he's only ever found in one place. Which is... You're talking about that Garrick fellow, right? Where do we find him? At Avalugg's legacy, obviously. Where else but a great mass of ice could I have meant when I said we'd been heading somewhere even colder? Where else indeed? Ready to go, Kaishi? Yeah, now that you do are done bickering. Sure, stomp off without me. This is why I can't stand people who only care about whether time is passing them by. See you at Avalugg's legacy, Kaishi. Take care on your way. Yep, standard interaction. Oh. He's staring directly at me. Yes, turn around, please. Yay! They do not have very... They're not very long-sighted, I don't think. Well, that was a waste of balls. Burp burp. Understandable. Goodbye, Apom. There's a cave over there. I forget what exactly is in that cave. Oops, no run. I don't have space in my satchel. What am I carrying? And what was it? Snowball. That could be useful, I think. Bergmite! Oh, that's right! Hello. Hello. I don't know how they're not hearing me, considering my every footstep is, like, echoing off the walls here. Waddle, waddle. Waddle, waddle. Where is this going? Does this tunnel lead somewhere? Oh, yes it does. Why am I walking like a peasant? I have a horse, or a reindeer, I suppose. A horn. God, this music is so good. Are you guys excited for Pokemon Day? Because I sure am. I do have the problem of, not having enough money for anything I need right now, though. I guess it wouldn't be releasing right away, presumably, though, so that might be fine. Is that it? The Banier's asleep! Aw, cute of you to think you're safe. Tiny patch of grass over here, right next to an unsuspecting Swinub. I do think, I'll probably do Teal Ram's suggestion eventually, where it's like, do a shiny only run, but with shinies caught in this game, and I could even, like, stream collecting the shinies. I think I want to do a normal Nuzlocke of, Ultra Sun and Moon first, and then I can pick some other game, that I want to do that in. I guess, like, Kalos would make sense, because it's guaranteed to have almost every Pokemon I could possibly catch here. And I feel like that's like a game a lot of people have not seen in a long time. I actually have played through it pretty recently, but I do have thoughts that I would like to share with the stream, so that might not be too bad. If I do a shiny only Nuzlocke, though, I am not releasing them when they die, full stop. I'm just putting them in a box. Even if it's, like, much easier to get shinies in this game, I don't care. Mood. Therapy time. Hello. Hello, Teal Ram. Happy Lunar New Year. Hello, yes. Is today or tomorrow, depending on your time zone. Yeah. I believe it's the day of in China, so. Oh, did he escape? He did escape. Why don't you just get in the ball like a good little swine? Ooh. He saw me. Okay, fine. You have chosen death. What type do I need to... Grass... I don't have grass-type moves. I don't have grass-type moves. Speaking of which, I should change up these moves, now that I'm thinking about it. Rumors for Nintendo Direct next week. I hope the part that says it's a mini one aren't correct, though. Interesting. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about that. Calm Mind Double Edge. Cannot wait for Pokemon Day. Same! I was literally just saying that. I will get Leech Life because it's actually incredible these days. Who would have thunk? Air Slash, I think, is a little bit better than Air Cutter. Crave Unova, you crave Oshawott. Yeah, Unova would be fun. Even though you just had Oshawott in Legends. More Oshawott. Oh, I meant to change moves. Recover. Probably better than Mud Bomb, right? If one is good, two is better. And what can you learn, Heracross? Oh, not your name, your moves. Double Edge, Close Combat, Sword Stance. Yeah, I can't hit this thing with a grass move, so I guess I'll just, like, obliterate it with my Gastrodon. Ow, rude. Giant hole. Probably choose the version with Zekrom because it's the legendary that you like, but instead I'll first check all the version exclusive Pokemon to each version and choose the one as the ones I like most. Yeah. No worries. Yeah, Reshiram personally is my favorite of the legendaries. I'll probably go with Black. I did use Black as a kid. But, I don't know, we'll see. I also kind of look at the, list of exclusives before I look at the legendary these days. Growing up, my brother and I had like a tradition that we would always choose the opposite games. So if I got Black, he would get White. That's cool, yeah, it was fun. Just gonna sit here and use this grit dust for a while. In black you get Reshiram, and in white you get Zekrom, correct. It's an interesting choice. Not one that I will say I particularly understand, but I guess they wanted to make the box black, and if the legendary was also black, it would not have worked. He'd be like camouflaged. Yeah. Let's say, like, you get Kyogre and Ruby and Groudon and Sapphire. To be fair, that is what the evil team essentially does. They're like, Groudon, it must want this blue orb. They were like 2 generations ahead of their time. Team Aquastan here, though. Yeah. Which is funny, because you're tired of living in an island. Yeah, I am the opposite. I live in the middle of a ginormous continent, and there is no water here. Just an Archie stan. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, that does remind me. These thoughts are not related, even tangentially, but what do you think of, them discontinuing the Rowan Utown RVC for their mysterious new engine? I am very curious what they ended up going with. I feel like they kind of probably didn't. Shiki Rowan is discontinuing the Utah voice banks and RVC voice banks because they're making a new version on a mysterious engine from, all they said was, a Japanese manufacturer. Yeah. Personally, it's almost certainly an AI, because who isn't making AI these days? I feel like I probably didn't need to discontinue the Utah, but, like, I guess, like, that's their decision. Okay. Now, the Zoroa are tricky because there's, like, nothing to hide behind. Only Yamaha would ask for the Utah banks, but the thing is, they don't do that anymore. They don't do that. They don't ask their voicers to sign exclusivity contracts anymore. I feel like it was probably like, they didn't need to, but they had to, like, I think VoiceMyth probably meant to take the Oscars voice banks down, they just forgot. What was that? Oh my god, okay. It's that Misdreavus over there, which means I'm going to have to save. I'm going to have to save to make sure I don't accidentally kill it. I mean, chase it off. Save. Okay. You can throw snowballs? Yes. Yes, I got it! I got it! Mischievous, oh my god. Mischievous is one of my favorite Pokemon. I love that little guy. What is this? Hopo Berry. I don't care about your Hopo Berry. Map. California girls in the background. Let's see. Wisp. Alabaster Icelands. This one. Got it. Oh my god. I already... Kaishi karaoke stream went. I mean... I guess I'm not, like, monetized or anything. So that should be fine. I just, like... It would all be, like, vocal synth songs, and I feel like... Maybe I'm just worrying over nothing, but I'm, like, feel like I don't know if I want to sing their songs without permission. Or, like, play their songs. Ugh. That's the thing with, like, wing balls and feather balls, is they're meant to be so you can shoot at them from a distance, but then it's like, no, screw this distance. We don't accept this distance. Get closer to it, coward. For that logic, yeah, I guess. I guess, like... It's like... I don't know, it just feels like a stream is, like, a little bit weird. Yeah. I guess it's fine as long as the stream isn't monetized, I suppose. Hard choice. Yeah, I do wonder if they're going to, like... Because the thing with the original Black and White was they wanted to have no non-Unova Pokemon there, except I guess Eevee. And like, I kind of want non-Unova Pokemon to be there, though. I don't know, I'm just not the biggest fan of Unova Pokemon as a whole, I think. I have the same problem with Kanto. Tired of national dexes and crybabies on Twitter. I mean, people are going to care about the national dex either way, because in the original you could still get all of the non-Unova Pokemon after you beat the game. Yeah, get my... Yeah, like, I think people vastly underestimate the time it takes to make a modern Pokemon game. They just do... Unless they change something about the release schedule, it's not happening, guys. There are too many. And are we really going to be that upset if we don't have Barbaracle there? Never used old Pokemon in new regions. Interesting. Yeah, I like using, like, new Pokemon in teams I've never had before. I just do not like Unova Pokemon that much for the most part. Elekid. Elekid. Ow. Rude, sir. Rude. Oh, there's also a dust flops. Ow. I definitely do not need a ghost type, but I kind of want to put that Misdreavus on my team. Maybe I'll save it. Maybe I'll save it for whenever I get around to the thing you suggested, where I use shiny Pokemon in a Nuzlocke. Because I just really like Misdreavus. Tried Monster Hunter Stories 2 demos. Not exactly like Pokemon, but I like that it still works like a Monster Tamer game. Yeah. I enjoy collecting a bunch of silly little guys. And that's really all there is to it. Giant Swinub! Oh my god, look at him. What's asleep? I heard something asleep. Oh well, I guess it doesn't matter. Oops. Like Gothita? No. No, I do not. Design kind of vibes with her. If you say so. I don't like it. She is very layered and angular. She just looks kind of weird to me. Oh, why? I am an idiot. Where's the giant Swinub? There it is. Team Maker site? Oh yeah, I use those sometimes. I like designing Pokemon teams for OCs. Don't you want to be a good little pig and just get them all? Fine, fine, I'll fight you. Okay, I need to stop it from doing that, so I guess I'm sending out my ghost type. There's been leaks for a Pokemon Let's Go. It feels faked as hell. I'm pretty sure that was made as a joke. I'm pretty sure that's a joke. I do not think that was real. I think someone made it to dunk on the game. Uber and Togepi. Yeah, I do wonder if there was a Johto Let's Go game. I do wonder who they'd pick because they're, needless to say, Captain Obvious here, but there are no Pokemon that are nearly as iconic as Pikachu and Eevee. Pichu and Meryl. Yeah, that could be it. Pikachu Alt 1 and Pikachu Alt 2. Like, I guess Meryl isn't the traditional Pikachu, but people did mistake it for one. What was I doing? Pichu for being the new Pikachu and Meryl, because it's a main Pokemon for Lyra and Soul Silver, and also the legacy of Pika Blue, I think. It adds something, I think. Well, that was a real slog, fighting through those miserable icy winds to reach this desolate bit of nowhere. Well done, us. This gentleman is Avalug's warden and my most honorable teacher, Garrick. Meryl was pink in the betas and had a straight tail instead of zigzag. Also smaller and had a face. Yeah, I did see, like, those old beta sprites. I really liked the cat one. A Pikachu instead of a Pika Blue. Show some respect, Adamant. Let's begin with some proper introductions. I'm Garrick. I serve as one of the Poro Clan's wardens. And you must be Kaishi, right? Of the Galaxy team. Did I just read that? Yes, I did. Answer me this, would you? On what grounds do you come here seeking to quell Lord Avalug? He's in a frenzy. That leads to my next question. What is wrong with him being frenzied? I don't know. It's in pain, right? That seems like a reasonable answer. Then I have another question. Setting aside any orders, what is it that your heart tells you to do? Quell his frenzy. Let's get this plot rolling. Our mighty Lord of the Tundra, Avalug, has done nothing to trouble any person or Pokemon. Sir, please try to keep your cool. For now, indeed, Avalug's causing no trouble, but we are doing duty-bound to free our Pokemon from living in fear that such a colossal Pokemon might begin to wreak havoc at any moment. We are. There's certainly some logic to that, but if that's what you hope to accomplish, then you must judge whether this child is up to the task. Who cares about grandstanding? Let's get to battling. My musculature is as hard and unyielding as ice. Isn't ice notoriously fragile? Think you can break through? Depends, I guess so. Ah yes, we love the cheating NPCs. Glacier would be too hard to break, but I think most things, when you inflate them to that size, would be pretty hard to break. Hello! Hello, Alex Songkarn Sofa. Kungsi Fachai, Kyunghee. Welcome to the stream. What character's named Chloe, do you know? Chloe. Chloe, that is an interesting question. Chloe. There's one in Alchemy Stars that I really like. I think. Yeah. No one from Ladybug, I think. Outstanding. I'm tough as an iceberg, but you smashed me through and through. I suppose you can all get on with it now. This one's alright. Thank you, sir. Some may still have their doubts to a stranger like Kaishi, but I'll vouch for him. Then if you insist on quelling Avalug's frenzy, you'll want to claim some of the eternal ice he likes and bring it to my lord's seat. Good luck. Eternal ice, is it? For that, you'll have to be able to fly, which means you need braviary. Long story short, you need to seek out a young lady named Sabi. Chloe Cerise from Pokemon Journeys the series. There is. Tell the long story long. You're not saving any time if you waste it puzzling out what you mean. Isn't Avalog one of the Pearl Clan's lords? Seems a bit odd for me to do the talking. But fine, listen up. This eternal ice stuff can be found atop Avalog's legacy here. But to get there, you'll need my clan's help. Not even Sneasler can climb the surface, let alone a person like you and me. You're gonna have to approach it by air, with Braviary's help. Garrick once managed to climb nearly to the top of Avalog's legacy, I'll have you know. He says he made it within 6 feet to the top. Might makes right, or at least height. And, about Sabi... How do I put this? Even when she's not flying with Braviary, she's got her head in the clouds. Well, you'll understand once you meet her. Head towards Snowpoint Temple, and you'll probably come across her sooner or later. Huh! Did you know that the card brand Maserati was founded by Alfieri, Ettore, and Ernesto Maserati? No, I do not know much about cars, admittedly. I know a great many things, but not cars. Sabi. My clairvoyance told me that I'd lead you on a chase. Think you can reach me? I see what you meant about Sabi, but why would she be up there? Seems like you better focus on pursuing Warden Sabi. Yes, I know. And let me focus on my workout while I still can. And now we interrupt your Pokemon adventure to play a game of tag. Hello, my name's Sabi. Nice to meet you, Kaishi. Nice to meet you, too. I've heard about you. You're super talented, right? I bet you're gonna be fun to play with. Miku. Oh, Miku. It is the right hair color. I know why you're here. You want Braviary's help so you can quell Avalog's frenzy, don't you? Well, you'll get it. If you can catch me first. Let's go, Braviary. I see a quest over there. Is that the base camp guy? I need to deposit my items. This team building is hard. I'm not sure who to pick exactly. Oh, yeah. I know, like, this, the slightest bit of competitive team building. But I wouldn't say I'm necessarily a competitive player. Not phased. I must have a water, a grass, a fire, a flying, an electric one you like from the region that isn't one of those types of buffs. I see. So you have like a standard layout for what types you want? I kinda just... My teams kinda just happen. Doing competitive, doing this because you like bounce and fun at the same time. I see. Yeah, my teams, I just kind of pick up whatever little Pokemon I find that looks interesting, and, whatever, like, if I'm having trouble facing one specific type, I'll adjust as needed. Guys. Hello? What's seeing me? What are you? Well, that was not whatever's targeting me. Hello? Quest person? Hello? Oh, stone. Oh, no wait, that's a pop pod, never mind. When is Craig ever gonna show up? One day you'd like to break those rules and do something different, like use none of those types and use a Pokemon you really don't like. That would be interesting. That would be interesting for, like, maybe a challenge run of something. I came to set up another base camp, but I don't spy Craig from the construction corps. I told him to meet me near the base of the falls here in Alabaster, Iceland, so where is he? He's not the type to usually get lost, so I'm honestly a bit worried. Do me a favor, would you find Craig for me? Ah, yes. Yes, I remember you two idiots. Hi, Craig. One of the Survey Corps, aren't you? Well, this is fortuitous. Have you seen Bryce about? Bryce from the Supply Corps? He's the one who told me to meet him at the base of the falls, and yet he hasn't shown. What? You say he's on the other shore? Gasp. This waterfall has 2 sides to it? I'm glad you came around, or I might have been waiting here till I turned into a block of ice. I'm off to hurry to find Bryce then, so he can set up the camp and get it running in no time. Hi, Sneasler. Number defeated. There's not a particular type I need you to defeat here. I don't think. 2-side chikorritas? What? Space in the center. Yes, please make the base camp. I do not see. There they are. Being dumb, you said 2 sides and I heard 2-side chicks. It's as cold as a Cupchew snot out here. How do these Pearl Clan people stand it? Boy, do I owe you for finding Craig for me. Now we can finally get things set up. Thank you. I am carrying so much useless junk. And here you have it, our newest base camp. Stop by anytime you need. Find Craig. Goodness, I don't know how the Pokemon living in this frigid place find the energy to dash about as they do. Do they have a nice layer of insulating fat, perhaps? There must be some trick to it. Heard something else? What did you hear? Find crack. No, we are not doing crack today. Not on my stream. It's so cold, I can't even feel my fingers. I can't work like this, I just want to earn my way up to the ranks, but to do that, I need to at least warm myself up to feel my fingers. Pokemon Breaking Bad Edition. Do you think you could bring me a Pokemon that's good at manipulating flames? Then it could keep our fire roasting for me. To be honest, I would not be surprised if there is, or if they added a Pokemon that, like, the Pokedex entry is, like, people like to, like, boil its liquid and because of, like, the funny sensation it gives them. I would not be surprised, honestly. What was I doing? Alright, a fire type. What if I gave him the shiny Ponyta? No. You can have a normal horse. I'm already feeling much warmer, thanks to this Pokemon of yours. Now I can focus on my work. Though now I'm so warm and comfortable, I can't seem to find my eyelids drooping. What do you think will be the name for the games of the new gen? I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't sleeping, I swear. Could be, like, plausibly anything. Like, I don't know. Pokemon apples and oranges. I don't know. Okay, back to colors. Maybe precious metals again? Yeah, maybe. It's like, I don't know. It could be literally anything on this earth that has some kind of counterpart. Copper and lithium. Interesting choice. Oh, what's in that cave? Gems again. Pokemon car and motorcycle. Oh, it's just tumblestones. That's fine, I suppose. Oh, a wisp. Okay. The wisp was worth it then. True, true. We did just have Pokemon motorcycle. Pokemon Sin and Atonement. Pokemon Poor, Pokemon Rich. Pokemon Order and Pokemon Chaos. Pokemon Ketchup and Pokemon Mustard. Pokemon Pancake and Waffle. The third installment, Pokemon Mustard. Even Idina must have her doubts about how best to lead the Pearl Clan. Yeah. That kinda comes with a position of leadership, I think. Unless you're, like, completely full of yourself, I suppose. Pokemon Paradiso, Pokemon Inferno. Pokemon Hot and Cold. Or no, actually, Fire and Ice would make sense. Pokemon Mac and Pokemon Windows. We already have Fire Red. Yes, but Red is... We like... Scarlet means red. Scarlet means red. They could just call it a different thing. that like... Is that like a Kanto spin-off, or... Or Johto, I suppose, would be the one. Or is it Kanto? I can't remember. Happens in the Shadow Realm version of Kanto. Evil Kanto. Pokemon Belt, Pokemon Spoon. Would Fork and Spoon make more sense? For hitting? I do not understand. Pokemon yes and Pokemon no. Yeah, you are just kinda screwed if you get into a fight with too many at once, huh? American moms didn't use... I have heard that from Black Americans, but not from anyone else. Yeah, that's just what I heard. I have no idea. That's just what I've heard. Normal, yeah. No, I don't think that's normal here. Some people do use a paddle though, but not a great topic in general. Yeah, sorry, no worries. It's good to have you here. I am playing mostly Pokemon at the moment, honestly. I like it. I do want to establish myself as a guy that does Minecraft as well, but I need to finish my skin. Didn't come too late. No. Like, even if you can only stop by, you know, for like 5 minutes, that is totally fine. It's just great to have you here. I'm still thinking about the misunderstanding where I was like, thanks for coming so late, parentheses, in your time zone. Woobat is Yanovian. Yeah. I really like the, sitting cuties for Woobat and Swoobat. You made it all the way up here in the cold, but the question is, did you catch me, or did I let myself get caught? You are just standing here, staring out over the cliff. You let me catch you. And one more thing, am I even really clairvoyant? But no one but me really could really know, right? Anyway, the challenge continues. The next stop of our merry chase is Snow Point Temple. But the real question is, am I really having fun playing with you, or am I bored? I'm thinking Sabi, Sabi, ooh, ooh. That does sound like an accurate representation of her brain. Miku is now kind of official. I just think it's funny how, like, as far as I can tell, and, like, as far as at least on the YouTube channel, I don't know if it might be different on Nico Nico or something. This is, like, the first time they have used, Wonderful Opportunity has used Miku since 2013. It has been more than 10 years. It's like, okay, I'm willing to have Miku there, but this is a Rin and Len song, first and foremost. Get her in Pokemon Master. That would honestly go really hard. Who do you think her partner Pokemon would be? Like Meloetta, maybe? I did think it was fun. I sort of fell out of playing this game, but there was, a game I played called Alice Fiction did a collab with Miku, and, did a collab with Krypton, and they had, like, equipment that featured Kaito, Mako, Rinlen, and Luca. But instead of incorporating, you know, Miku, Rin, and Len, they incorporated Miku, Magical Mirai Miku, and Snow Miku as playable characters. The one that came with the first Miku Voltage design. Pikachu? Yeah, the Meloetta. One with a cute beanie hat. I don't remember. I forgot. Bit sad the songs are not related to the Voltage designs at all. I was too, like, I guess it is in a way kind of cool that, like, the producer can make whatever kind of Pokemon Miku they want. But I really like the type designs. Yeah, I thought it was going to be that way too. This is the best opportunity to bring sound type to the game. I don't think sound type would be very easy to understand, but I guess a lot of the type charts are really obscure. Like, do you know why Fairy... There's actually a reason for this, why Fairy is weak to Steel. I feel like I'm the only person who knew that, had this prior knowledge beforehand. Sheen and magic doesn't combine. The reason is because in Celtic folklore, iron is actually, like, fatal to the Fae. It's like, not even like poison, it's more like radioactive. Radioactive death to the Fae, yeah. Yeah, so that's the logic behind that one. And I feel like I'm the one of the only Pokemon players that knew about that before they added Fairy type. Yeah. As a kid, I didn't really like fairy type because I was, like, hardcore nerding about, like, the Celtic fae. And I'm like, no, fairies aren't supposed to be all cute and princessy and, like, whimsical. But, like, in retrospect, I think they did a pretty good job of combining, like, the horrifying, mysterious, going-to-kill-you fae aspect with the, you know, cute fairy pixie aspect of fairies. I think, in retrospect, I feel like they did a pretty good job of it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It feels like, because even in, like, Kalos, they had, like, really creepy fairy NPCs. I feel like it's sort of like a combination of both worlds. It's nice having someone new out here to play with. Safety in numbers or something like that. Anyway, here's Snowpoint Temple. I've opened the front door for you, just a little more chasing left for you to do. But the real question here is, am I really having fun playing with you, or am I bored? I hope you're not bored, because otherwise this entire thing was pointless. I heard what Warden Sabi said. If you have Warden Sabi's approval to enter, then by all means do so. But be warned! Those who cannot solve the temple's puzzles won't get very far within. It is fine. I've heard the trick is to pay attention to which way the stone statues are looking. Yes, I know. Besides us, bitch kid. Come to think of it, I believe the statues have some sort of pattern on their chest, too. How many people do you think completely skipped over that text and were just, like, randomly pressing rock, ice, and steel? Like, I don't get it. Just trying random combinations until it worked. Text. The guy who like, explains the puzzles for the Reggies. How many people mashed through that and then saw the statues and they're like, oh, what? Yes. Yes, he does. Yes. Well, I got my answer, I suppose. What exactly are we supposed to do then? It's supposed to- they're all holding, like, these little rock-type, steel-type, ice-types, and you just have to, like, find whichever one is first, and then look where it's looking, and you just follow the statues, and memorize what they were each holding, until they're looking directly at the door. It'll be easier once we get to the first door to explain. I mean, hey, this is a Reggie temple, at least it's not Braille. So, as you can see here, this first guy is holding that looks like a rock. This guy is holding a rock, then he's looking this way. And this guy is holding steel. And he looks this way. And he's holding ice, which means that the order is rock, steel, ice. Yeah. What? What? You did it. How did you get past this part then? Did you just try random combinations? You don't know. let's see what you got. Thank you. Ice. Rock. Steel. And then this guy goes through the window, so ice, rock, steel. Rock. No, it's fine. Ice, rock, steel, rock, ice. Sorry, I needed to put that in while I still remember the combination, but I get a lot of compliments on my voice, it's fine. Now, the question here is which one of these is first. This guy is first. This is a long chain, so honestly I might have to write this down. I do not have good short-term memory. Steel. Ice. Rock. And then this guy is looking all the way over here. Ice. Steel. Rock. Maybe I didn't do the puzzle correctly now that you think of it. I would hope so, because that sounds like it would be very difficult to do with trial and error for the last one. Only understood it after too long. Yeah. I am going to have to clip that. I'm gonna have to clip you being like, what? Big memory of trying to memorize something. Dude. That I forgot to clip one of my Stardew Valley streams that I said I was gonna clip before the VOD expired. I wish the VODs lasted like a little bit longer on Twitch. Good content for a talk place, maybe. Maybe I could I could even use it to shield my Twitch, like this interaction occurred on my Twitch channel. Most of the videos I do are just life stories at this point, because I kind of like... It helps that they release new characters so often, but I kind of like told all the stories I wanted to tell that were just like fun interactions between everyone. I do come up with some of them now and then, like the Laika and Remel one I just did. But, for the most part, it's inspiration for stories just kind of happens to me. It's just whatever comes up that I think is funny enough to make it to a video. I guess I've been caught, so we're nearly done. That's no fun. Remember my clairvoyance? It showed me something else. I saw you flying with Braviary. Do you think that'll come to pass? I kinda have to, otherwise I can't progress through the game. Well, however the future turns out, flying with Braviary isn't easy. If you really want to be able to fly high in the sky, prove to me you're strong enough. Yes, let's do your cheap 2-on-1 battle. Oh, 3-on-1 battle, excuse me. Now get ready, because here come Rhyperior, Mamortar, and Electivire. All three of them, go! I do like the implication that as more people got Pokemon, they had to establish some kind of etiquette for Pokemon battles. Because, like, even the villains in modern Pokemon Day follow that etiquette. Like, do you think they would have been like, wait, I could have just sent 3 Pokemon out at once? Do you think they would have done it? Which villains would and would not have done it? The team is getting fuzzy, because you like other silent rule you have is you can't have repeated types during second typing. Yeah. May you repeat the question, please? Which villains in Pokemon, like modern day Pokemon villains, would do like a 3-on-1 against the main hero during the final boss battle if they would? Because we all know Getsis would, but I think Lysandra wouldn't. Or Lysander, however you pronounce it. Getsis will do, like, literally anything he needs to win. But Lysander is like, I won't stoop to such filthy lengths. Wow, you caught us and you beat us. You won all our games so far. Yeah, multiple Pokemon can attack us in the game. It feels like they had to establish like some kind of code of conduct. Like, once more people were doing Pokemon battles, they were like, okay, that's kind of bullshit. We need to have some kind of rules here. Who's the league that's gonna stop me, right? Right. Though, to be fair, in Pokemon Let's Go, you can, like, have another trainer join you, and then you can fight every battle as a 2-on-1. If you really want. Not that that game needs to be any easier, but it's just, like, very funny. You caught us and you beat us. You've won all our games so far. Let's Go isn't canon. But Braviary still wants to know you even better. Up to the roof we go. Yeah, like, it does diverge from the original Kanto, I suppose. Pokemon canon is weird, because you've got, like, Ultra Moon and... You've got Sun Moon and Ultra Moon. Ultra Sun and Moon. And those are completely different stories of the exact same events. Finally, bird. Alright, Braviary, why not test out Kaishi's strength for yourself? Honestly, if they release a new Let's Go game, I wouldn't even complain. That game is so fun to shiny hunt in, and I recommend everyone try it. I would love to stream it like a shiny only run that is in Let's Go Pikachu. I already did a shiny run. Let's repeat, please. What game? If they did announce, like, a new Let's Go game for, like, Johto or whatever region, I wouldn't even be mad. I'd love to do, like, a shiny run of those games on stream. I already did a shiny run in Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, and there's just not that many Pokemon in Kanto. It would be very similar to the original experience if I did that again. So honestly, I would love a new Let's Go game. I'd accept it if it plays like a normal game. Yeah, I don't necessarily think that Pokemon need to be in battle for you to catch them, and I think Legends Arceus is a good example of that. But I did not like the simplified battle mechanics. I can't believe Braviary lost, but that's that. Thanks for playing with me. Guess I'll go head home now. Bye! Hey. Don't like the one controller thing either, and the no wild battle thingy. Yeah, that's fair. Play along with me on your flute. It'd kind of be fun if it was like original Let's Go mixed with Legends Arceus, and you just kind of like ran around and threw balls at them like you do in this game. I think that's a good compromise, because people enjoy catching Pokemon in this game, even though it's not the normal battle experience. Braviary, yes. Thanks, Sappy. Blue Sopa Bar. Sure, having Kaishi to fly around with should be fun for Braviary. Yeah, I'm glad. A world where people and Pokemon live and work together, huh? I said Pico by accident. Tell me, what do you think the lightning that comes from the rift would cause these frenzies? Why do you think the lightning from the rift would cause these frenzies? Do you think this is Almighty Sinnoh's anger, or do you think it's a trial it's putting to us? If it is a trial, if we prove ourselves worthy, and we quell the last noble, calm Alphalug, then the rift ought to close. Right? Pico, you. Yeah, let's close the rift, Adaman. Even if the one who seems to be clearing this trial is a newcomer like you, not one of us who's been living here in his sway for ages now. It would be funny if he was just like... Arceus was just like, he was bored. And so he, like, he, like, took his little human doll. And, like, just set up, like, a trial for him to clear. And, like, the other people just happened to be there. He's like, okay, now do this. How come you're playing all wise? I thought you weren't a big thinker, Adaman. Hush, Sabi. I can feel history on the move. And as far as I can see, the one ushering in this new era is you. So if I stick with you, someday I might get to meet Almighty Sinnoh myself. Wouldn't that be something? The question is, does listening to Adaman fascinate you, or does it bore you to tears, huh? Anyway, Kaishi, it's time for you to go soar with Bravery, finally. If you jump from way up here, Bravery can take you gliding just about anywhere. And don't forget to get Eternal Ice, that's why you need Braviary in the first place, right? On the subject of birds and Pico, I always forget that, like, Pico is, like, a common name for parrots, and it gets me every single time. Every single time I meet a bird named Pico, I'm like, Utatane Pico? Avalug's legacy is down there. Now go get a feel for flying with Braviary. When you're done sewing the skies and want to land, just ask him to dive. Yes, I am very familiar with how to fly on Braviary, thanks. I like how all the other nobles are like, yeah, I like beans, I like salt, and this one's like, yeah, I just huff straight ice. Just give me that cruncher. Which is technically cannibalism if you think about it. I think you have your team chosen, but you're not super happy with it. Oh, that's unfortunate. You obtained a piece of eternal ice. Wait, did it just say this is said to be a fragment of Avalog's long ago? That literally is cannibalism. Why did I never notice that before? Wahahaha! At last the summit is conquered! And I see you made it too! Flew down to this place and obtained the eternal ice, did you? What drives that burning zeal of yours, I wonder? I do have to respect the effort you've put in. I may still have my own doubts waiting on my mind, but I'll make the necessary preparations so you can face my lord, Avalug. Meet me at Ice Peak Arena. Now don't try to repeat the wondrous feat you're about to see me perform. A tall heap like this can only be managed by highly toned bodies like mine. They said don't try at home, kids. Till next we meet. Okay, before we fight this boss, I am going to have to be right back. That is not the right button, but okay. We are back. Oshawott water, Sawaddle grass, Litwick fire, Ubat flying, electric, and Scraggy. When you're not super happy with his electric, but other electrics would be flying or insect too. I see. I mean, electric's a cool Pokemon. Like, pure electric type with Levitate is just hilarious, honestly. He's a ugly boy. This Machoke is just hanging out. Okay, fine, you asked for it. What type do I need to hit you with? Okay, Psychic. That I can do. Now that I think of it, even though you're a Hoenn fanatic, as a kid I never played it with this rule. Only cared about leveling up the starter Mudkip. Yeah, Mudkip is like... In a Hoenn specifically, it's really easy to sweep the entire game with just like Swampert. It'd be a good time to build a Hoenn team too. Yeah! Why, if it isn't Kaishi, what a pleasure finding a familiar face, or any face, in the far corner of Alabaster Icelands. I came to bring Garrick an order of sword caps, and he was more than willing to have a chat about Avalugg. What do you say? Interested in a bit of gossip? Not really. Oh, have some mercy. Can't you see I'm dying to tell you what I've learned? Volo is like, I have autism and I need to info dump. Well, I'll tell you anyway. So, Avalugg, yes, the fifth of Hisui's nobles. Yes, there he is, and you know what? He's an absolute beast. Well, yes, according to what I was told, not only does he barrage you with chunks of ice, he also fires off massive icicles, and he can cause sharp ice crystals to erupt from the ground below you. Doesn't that seem a bit too powerful to take on? What's more, apparently the Avalugg of old could be up to 100 feet tall. Doesn't that seem a bit too big to take on? Oh, you'll be alright. You just have to eat some sword caps, and give your training your all. Nothing better for building muscle like that. Onward now, to the arena! Yes, well, I did want to see that Avalugg, but perhaps not at the cost of my life. Volo is like, I would really prefer if you did not do this, actually. So I suppose my freezing digits and I will be off evil artist representation. Big boy. Damn. Aw, is it asleep? Aw, look at him. I do think Bergmite is cute. You caught my brother while he was asleep, and now I want revenge, bonk. So we are to quell Avalug as you wished. In the end, the strength of your feelings won out. Or maybe your real strength comes from the way you walk among both people and Pokemon. Well, I suppose I'd better get to work making some bombs using that Eternal Ice. Avalug was super giant in this game. Yeah, I think the randomizers are hilarious because you can encounter ginormous Avalug in the wild. I've heard how they are made, and with muscles like mine, it's only a moment's work. Yeah, they are enormous. They barely fit on the screen. There you have it. Truly, they're bright yellow and everything. If you truly wish to quell Avalug, then walk on. The path lies before you. The randomizers in this game, I've never tried one, because I'd have to mod my Switch, but they are insane. But know that Avalug will hurl chunks of ice at you without relent. You'd need unrivaled dodging ability. Yeah, I'm fine. Shave his chest in that shape? I don't know. Maybe it's paint. Who's to say? I forget the attack patterns of this guy. Ow. Roll's not cooperating. What is he doing? What are you doing? Ow. Ow. It is really hard when you are stun locked in that animation. I did say I might need multiple tries. I do not remember this fight very well. Yes, I know. That's not a good start. Why am I stuck on the ground? Ugh. Ow. I'm going to do it. This one is hard. That was just stupid. stunlocks are deadly. I think I need to play the early game a little bit safer. I am determined to do it. There's practically no fire mons in Hoenn. Yeah, you got like Nummel, Slugma. Ow. This stupid missile attack is what gets me every time. Can't use Slugma. Do you have a rock type already? Is that why? Have to use Torkoal. Why can't you use Slugma? Like, I guess the Johto thing. But Macargo is like rock and fire. For Johto, I see. You kidding? I was almost done. Oh my god. And he's literally stunned. That was it. That was it. Oh my god. And that trick. And that trick is good. Do this. Thank you. I just gutted because that was so close, and I had just... If I had dodged slightly more upwards, that would have been it. only times you can use an old gen Pokemon is when they got a new form or evolution. For example, you could use Ralts and Sinnoh if you get a Galite. Interesting. Hello, big guy. Yeah. That was one tries too many. Garrick, sir, you need not look so downcast. But seeing mighty Avalugg quelled, and by such a slight child, a child that fell from the very sky, is this Kaishi boy some kind of monster? How did he know? How did he know? He is no monster. Yeah, I'm sure not. He's the one who risked his life without a second thought in order to quell our frenzied, suffering nobles. Kaishi. Garrett cares for the Pearl Clan with all his heart and believes in Almighty Sinnoh just as deeply. So he was feared more than any of us that you getting involved with the Diamond Clan in your Galaxy team could cause our people to flag in their devotion to Almighty Sinnoh. But that will change. Irida? I know your fears will change once you see what I've seen. Kaishi has so much to teach us. He's shown us how he can overcome all manner of strife so long as our Pokemon are with us. He's made me want to help Glaceon realize greater strength as well, and to see my whole world grow broader. It seems you've already changed, Irida. I knew you could pull that off, Kaishi. You quelled every last frenzied noble. So that space-time rift going to start closing up now, or what? Uh-huh. There's little way of knowing for sure, though rift does seem perhaps a little smaller somehow. Is this a time? Let's hope so, anyway. Well, with any luck, things will settle down now. Even if the rift does start spitting out more of that strange lightning, we should still be alright as long as we've got Kaishi. Indeed we should be. It's good to have him at our side. You know something, Irida? We may never agree on who's got it right about Almighty Sinnoh, but your Pearl Clan folk are all bad in my book. Look who's finally seen reason. You could reciprocate. Just a tiny bit. Anyway, now that we've quelled the last noble, I say we pray grim old Commander Kamato a visit and see if he'll finally crack a smile for us. Yeah. Let's go home. Yes. Let's go home and everything will just be peachy. At least I still get paid for this. Not that I can spend my money on much. Oh-ho, it seems you've made some new observations. Let's have a look then. I see, most illuminating. I'll update our Pokedex with this new data. It's funny that you said peachy, because you have a bunch of variant items right now. You managed to quell Lord Avalugg. Fantastic stuff. As always, I'm sure the commander is eagerly awaiting your report. To the village! Before we do this... What did you want again? About your request. Did you get that Curlia? Yes, I think I did get a Curlia at the end of the last episode. I kinda get it. The feeling when your hair sways around when you're dancing, it's the best. Actually, yeah, this is the sort of hairstyle I want to go for. Now, how do I gather hair the right way? Where should I let it down? Please give me something more fitting. Boy, I owe you one. Thanks to you and Curly, I've got some new hairstyles and now colors like no one's ever seen. Please have something I like. It's important that I look my best before I go in and report my success, don't you agree? Okay, they don't have anything I like. I might just go back to this. That is a shame. This is the first hairstyle I got, and it's a shame that it's the most accurate at the end of the day. Oh, I can take some more requests while I'm here. Yeah, I'm going to go back and like 100% everything at the end of the game. Can I get more inventory space? I'm going to like 100% this game because I really like it and I like streaming it. Yes. So I'm gonna go through and do all the requests and get all the Pokedex. And get the shiny charm so I can eventually do your suggestion. For the shiny lock. I don't... God damn it. I despise you. Do the shiny... Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna be BDSP, because I guess BDSP would be the best option, so I can send them directly. I guess that would make sense. We still have no explanation for why this calamity befell us, but I guess I'm glad to see it put to an end. And to think the peace would be restored to Hisui by the demand of our mysterious Riftborn helper. Yeah. I think I'm gonna do a normal Nuzlocke for Ultra Sun and Moon first, but then that'll probably be my next priority. When tomorrow dawns, it will dawn on a world restored to normalcy. At long last, we will be able to return to our normal lives. Uh-huh. Go nourish yourself with the wallflower and allow yourself a good long rest. Yeah, it was a good idea. Don't forget, the Survey Corps work is not over. It does not end until our people can live here in Hisui without fearing the Pokemon around us. Thanks for this nice, sizable helping of potato mochi, Benny, old chum. Oh, and if there's anything else you'd recommend, by all means, bring it out. Having the nobles all quelled puts a grave threat to rest. Now it's time we focused on our survey work, though we still can't let our guard down around regular wild Pokemon, of course. I certainly had my reservations as to whether Avalugg needed quelling, but if it means bringing calm to everyone, then I suppose we did the right thing. Yes, someone might have been under attack by some frenzied noble the very moment if Kaishi hadn't come falling out of the sky to us. I still wonder, though, what is the space-time rift anyway? And what will make it finally go— Wait, if the rift were to vanish, would that leave Kaishi stranded here? I guess so. Well, our little team is certainly very practiced at investigating things by now. We'll look into the matter and find a solution, I've no doubt. And even if we don't, you'll always have a home here in Jubilife Village, Kaishi. Now then, tomorrow's soon upon us, and it'll be another hard day at work for the Survey Corps. Don't forget what we've got our sights on, nothing less than a completed Pokedex. That's right, we'll get it done. Kaishi in the lead, and me as the very valiant assistant. Assistant? Now, come on now, Akari, don't sell yourself short. You're a full-fledged member of the Survey Corps, too. Yeah, but everyone other than me is useless. Well, thanks for that, Professor. Then I guess I'd better eat my fill and get plenty of energy for another long day tomorrow. What, you know what would be funny? Like, they have no reason to do this, but it would be funny, is if/when we get the next Legends Arceus game, it is still Ray and Akari. They are just like, Arceus is just like personal little helper. Anytime something is wrong, they must go. She can't even control her Pikachu. Yeah, like, they're just never free. Yay, Doom time. What a lovely colored sky. It doesn't look disastrous at all. Kaishi. I don't know about you, I feel completely at home. This is my natural state of being right here. Kaishi, you fucked up big time, bro. When a dimension is on its last legs, that is typical for me. Some sort of dreadful energy seems to be pouring from the rift in space-time. Now the entire sky has gone red. It happens. At least, I guess it is my fault this time as well. I have word from the commander. You're to report to his office at once. That's not red. It's kind of red. It's partly red. Huh. The way the sky is changed. It is ominous. Very ominous indeed. What about this, Commander? You did call us here to discuss the quelling of all the nobles, didn't you? That can wait. There is a more pressing concern here that must be addressed. The first strike of that strange lightning, the one that drove Cleaver into a frenzy, it struck the night that Kaishi fell from the sky, did it not? It seems only natural to think that the two events might be linked in some way. Who or what are you really, Kaishi? I'd prefer not to answer. Indeed. The one who saved your asses. You came from the rift, as did the lightning. You're connected to those frenzies, are you not? Did you think to gain our trust by quelling the frenzies you yourself brought about? And having gained our trust, what then? What is it you're really after here? Hold on, Commander. There's nothing to suggest Kaishi has wronged us. Exactly. And besides, do you really think he's got the sort of fearsome power it takes to make all this happen? Let me ask you in turn, can you prove beyond a doubt that he is free from guilt? This person, this stranger, appeared out of a rift in space-time. Who can guarantee he is who he says? Who can guarantee he is to be trusted? But no one can do that. You're asking us to prove a negative. How is anyone supposed to prove the absence of all doubt? Come on, let's be reasonable. What is Kaishi supposed to do then? You will be given the chance to investigate this latest disaster, but not as a member of the Galaxy team. He remains a suspect unless he can clear his name. There are those in our village who cannot trust a stranger like you who fell from the sky, and so I must ask you to leave. You are no longer welcome in the Galaxy team. Consider yourself banished from this village until you can explain why these calamities keep befalling our good people. No, until you've restored our world to its rightful state and proven your innocence beyond doubt. Is that clear, Silene? Yes, sir. How can you act so heartless? Don't you believe in Kaishi? Do not attempt to intervene on his behalf. I will do what I must as the commander of the Galaxy Expedition Team. But I have not forgotten your deeds, nor the unusual skill you have displayed. That is why I've chosen to let you walk out of here free, rather than clap you in chains. You're to be expelled? From the village? What? Why? Orders are orders. Yeah, I think, like, honestly, this is what I would be doing. Just, like, quietly, like, oh, it's come to this, huh? Figures. Check the menu pause. I don't have the thingy. Don't have what thingy? The moment is so hard. I can't pause it. How could anyone do such a thing? I guess we should have expected this from a stranger from the sky. Yeah. We can take it from here, ma'am. Understood. However, the decision was mine to accept this stranger as a member of the Survey Corps. It is only right that I should personally escort him from the village into the Fieldlands camp. I'll also see him off. As will I, naturally. I'll allow it. Then, I'll mark you all down as bound for the Fieldlands camp. Safe travels. I can't believe the boss would do this. You were acting on his own orders when you quelled the frenzied nobles. Pokemon Legends could walk. Not true. Both of them run very hard. Quite right. Moreover, even if you did happen to fall from the sky, that hardly gives you the power to turn it red. This is utterly intolerable, and I might add, absurdly unscientific. As a man of science, I must fight such a logical thinking tooth and nail. You must not. You will only cause Kaishi more pain if you are driven out as well for defending him. However, there are others who might offer help. You've been an aid to both the Diamond Clan and the Pearl Clan. Of course, perhaps Adamant or Irida could take you in? I'm afraid they've both already returned to their respective settlements. Perhaps you could go to try to find Lian first? He's likely to be at Grand Tree Arena. Don't die alone out there. That's an order. I will ensure you have all you need to complete the survey the commander has tasked you with. If I might offer my advice, in this life, you will be met with both admiration and abuse by others. How others choose to view you is a choice only they can make. You cannot make it for them. And all that truly matters is that you hold firm to your own values. What of the dream I first shared with you on Prelude Beach to complete the Pokedex? That dream simply won't come true without you. Oh yeah, absolutely. Can't I teleport? Is there not a thingy here? Fine. I'll teleport half the way. And this guy is still raving about his balloons. I don't think this is a good time, sir. This would be either your depression arc or your villain arc. Understandably so. And plausibly both. Yeah, both. Who says villains can't be depressed? I'm a villain from the variant from the Tangled series. I am not familiar. You're missing out on his villain song. It's actually good. Sure, I can't listen to it on stream, but maybe I'll check it out after. Geodude, can you leave me alone? I've got enough on my hands right now. Oh my god. Big Wurmple. Big Wurmple? Proving my innocence it can wait. I need this worm. I need this worm. Yes. Yes. He is mine. I love all the random alphas that spawn from like the tiny little Pokemon. It is so funny when they're big. I love it. I never want to evolve them. I want them to stay gigantic and baby forever. Sounds creepy, doesn't it? OSD, yeah. It's really cool though. Wait. Weasels. I will be taking you, Weasels. Perhaps one of you is big enough, though probably not, realistically speaking. You ain't finishing the stream yet? No, not yet. I usually go for like 3 hours, so yeah, I'm planning on going for a little while longer. We've been up for 2 hours currently. Only 1 more hour. Like, I could go longer if I'm like, if I'm really having fun. We'll see. I probably am not going to be able to get to sleep, please. I'm probably not going to be able to get to sleep when I normally do. Big Starly! When I normally do, because, my meds are arriving late. There's so many big little guys! Yeah, there's no way I can hit this thing, and I don't want to kill it by accident, so I'm just gonna chuck Ultra Balls at it, I think. Do you think if I presented that, like, person who likes Starly with an Alpha Starly, do you think they'd faint on the spot? I have not finished that quest yet, so I could. Don't do Pokeballs like they used to. Yeah. I'm surprised you don't have people, like, more people making Pokeballs on the field, because they seem very easy to craft. Pokeballs break so easily. Hello, Lien. You! What in the world did you do? Nothing. Look at the size of that rift! If lightning starts pouring from it, all the Pokemon in history could be thrown into a frenzy. The entire clan is in a panic! I should have known that the only thing that could come from that rift was disaster. Never mind. Sorry to bother you. Is that really all you came to say? Look, you needn't try to put on a brave face. You've been a help to the Pearl Clan, and we know what kind of person you are. Though it must be said, for every sympathetic ear you might find there, you might also find a detractor who fears your presence. I truly wish that I could repay you for quelling Quillivor's frenzy as you did. You must know that. But there's nothing I alone can do for you. Gordon may be able to help you, though. She's a caring woman, after all. He was just acting. Leanna's just kind of like... He changes on a dime. He always changes on a dime. He's angry to sympathetic constantly. He's just like that. You'll most likely find Maya at the Warren Bridge. I believe it's a significant place for her. I'm sure that somewhere in the vastness of history, there's a place for you as well. Wrong way. Completely wrong way. Oops. That's not a Pokemon. My, what a frightful sky. Such a disturbing sight would be enough to put anyone ill at ease. You don't know what brought this about, do you? Trying to find out. I suppose it was too much to expect that you could already have an answer to all this. I heard from my leader what happened. You can't return to that village of yours, can you? I'm afraid the Diamond Clan cannot be the ones to save you. The Diamond Clan could end up at war with the Galaxy team if things went badly. I think you would regret that as much as anyone. The Great War Deer took a liking to you. I want to offer you my support, but forgive me, I cannot help you in this. Do not abandon hope. Time solves all things. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. And besides, you seem to have a talent for making your own way in the world. I have no doubt you'll continue to find a path to walk. Shaking tree in the background. It is so distracting. Yeah, I really liked the Shinx. You'll help us, won't you? Strange events seem to follow wherever you go, don't they? Found you at last, Kaishi. I've been looking all over for you, you know? What would I do if I were to lose one of my favorite customers? Who are the others? Don't worry, I've already heard what happened. A good merchant knows well the importance of staying abreast of all the latest news. It seems you're in quite the pinch. No place for you among the Diamond or Pearl clan, to say nothing of how poorly the Galaxy team has treated you. Do you have side customers? But not to worry, there are still corners of the Hisui region where we can stash you away in secret. I know a spot that will be the perfect hideaway. Leave it up to me. Can I go get that tree first? No, okay. Here we are. That was the tree with the cherub, I just know it. I know, it's no palace, but you know the saying about beggars and choosers. Shirking your work to come pester me again? Even beneath bleeding sky, you never change. Always a pleasure, Mistress Kangita. But I'm afraid I'm not here today to learn of Hisui's myths and legends. No mistress, thank you. Just Kagita. And this is... Why, Kaishi is the man of the hour. He's the one who quelled the frenzy of the Pokemon nobles, believe it or not. It was a shiny cherub with all perfect EVs and IVs. Oh, the poor wretch you spoke... The poor wretch you spoke of. That seems a little uncalled for. Lost in time and space. Dear me, Lost One, it seems I'll be able to fulfill my duty at long last, thanks to you. Duty? This lady is actually Cynthia herself? Huh? Indeed, I am to guide you, Lost One, for the task of preventing great disaster falls to you. The rift in space-time must be mended, lest time and space themselves be thrown out of balance. But come, you may enter my dear hideaway. There's much to be told. The space-time rift is said to be a portal to innumerable other dimensions. In one such realm, far and further still from ours, dwells Almighty Sinnoh. Diamond Cleanse. The expanse from antiquity to eternity, and the expanse to all sides above and below. Time traces the path we tread from here and now into the future, while space yawns all-encompassingly, surrounding us in every direction. You see, don't you? The two together, time and space, compromise all creation, the universe. How can one claim that either is greater than the other, as those two clans do? They're inseparable. Perhaps the truth is clearer to a wanderer such as you, one who has known other ages. Now listen, Lost One, here's what you must do. Hisui holds 3 lakes of great importance, Lake Verity, Lake Valor, and Lake Equity. At each dwells a Pokemon said to embody one aspect of the mind. Complete the trials each will set you, and bear their gifts to the Shrouded Ruins. There you may receive the Red Chain. With it, perhaps you can bind the world together. Bind the world, you say? You mean it won't close the rift? Kindly spare me your doubts, young man. I know the old words and what they bid us to do. How true they are isn't mine to know. And regardless of their truth, I am bound to pass them on. How callous of my ancestors to leave the legends to their children without a thought for the hardship it would cause them. But here we are. You know your duty, and you'll do it, won't you? There is nobility in knowing what must be done and seeing to it. Miss Kagita's got a lovely workbench here. If you need materials, I'd be glad to help. I'm always happy to do business with you. Ah, that's a problem, isn't it? What should we do about that indeed? What was that cry? Have we now lost Pokemon as well as a lost child? Do see to it, please. Just a second, God is calling me. Yeah, this whole time they're, like, getting into cat fights over Palkia and Dialga, and we're just, like, texting Arceus. How could I refuse you, ma'am? Off we go, Kaishi. Hello, hello! It's an Abra. Where did you teleport in from, little fellow? Who's winning? Palkia. I knew it. And it's got a letter. A letter addressed to you, Kaishi. To Kaishi, you may use my Pokemon as a go-between to across the pastures in Jubilee Village. I've also ensured that you'll be able to utilize our base camps without issue. I have every confidence in your ability as an adept Survey Corps member to bring this bizarre situation under control promptly. Sincerely, Silene. Good tidings from the letter, then? Now then, so we're to visit 3 lakes? It doesn't sound like an easy task, that's for sure. We have to visit 3 lakes? No. Impossible. It sure would be wonderful to have a kind soul who might help us out. Quite the opportunist, aren't you, Volo? Such a consummate guild merchant. I managed to reassure my people for now. The wardens are keeping a close eye on their nobles too. Seems all quiet in the moment, and so, here we are. Grand Grey whatever version ruined her family name and galactic team. Yeah. Still, we'll never get away with openly aiding you. If we were to undermine the commander's direct orders, relations would grow strained. Long story short, you want to help, but without drawing attention, so it'll just be one of us. Me or her, it's up to you, though the answer should be obvious. I normally pick Idida, but like, upon further playthroughs, I kinda like Adaman. Obviously you'll choose me, right? Who gave you that Celestica flute in the first place? That's right, this strapping young man. Not so, you can count on me. So then, the leftover leader will... Leftover? I'm not someone's scraps! Mawile is a normal type Pokemon? No, it's not, it's Fairy Steel. Maybe it was in the original games. Mawile is Fairy Steel. Leftover, I'm not someone's scraps. I'll keep watching the commander, though I imagine I'll hear something useful from him. Of course, of course. And the lucky chosen ones, come with us to the lakes. We can fill you on the details as we go. Looks normal because of the color, yeah. Well, the first task will be to decide which of the Hisui's ruins 3 lakes are to visit first. Right, and we'd better get a move on. No time to waste. I'll meet you wherever we decide to go. We'll be in hot water for seeing traveling together. How will you know? Do you also have a phone? I'm counting on you to handle this, Adaman. Don't cause Kaishi more trouble. Kaishi used yawn. Huh? Where's that music coming from? Oh, I see. Huge kitty. Yeah, need to take him down a notch. That did not do much. Should I risk an Earth Power? Yeah, sure. I think this is a static alpha, so it doesn't matter that much if I kill it. Yep, that's fine. Hello, Magikarp. He just stares at me like a dumbass. It's like, oh, you're holding a weird thing. Is that food? The Sneasler putting us in the box is so funny. They say this lake actually used to be a volcano. Then it erupted, leaving a huge crater that filled with water, and so Lake Verity was born. It's protected by a Pokemon called Mesprit. It was when Mesprit took flight that people first learned the joys and sorrows of living. Or that's how the old tales go anyway. Beep, 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 beep. Brrr. That cave, it just appeared from nowhere. Is that the Arc phone the professor was going on about? Yeah. I got an app for it. Let's do this, Kaishi. Mistress Kagita seemed quite intent that you would have to prove yourself to all 3 of the Pokemon that guard these lakes. The challenge was never for the faint of heart. I assume it's fine even if I don't have to save, but Mesprit is the one that gives us the... Mesprit is the one that gives us the quiz, right? I want to see what happens if I intentionally fail. Swampert, Breloom, Torkoal, Altaria, Minun, and Grumpig. Good choices. Trounce that thing, Kaishi. Prove to the Pokemon of the lake how strong you are. Dragon Steel, so... Ground? Ooh. The door's closed, my bad. Let me open it for you. Get in the ball. the universal Pokemon experience. Get in the ball. Come on. Come on now. We don't have to make this difficult. Stop acting hard to get, like, literally. There we go. Look, are you getting the ball? You getting the ball, you getting the ball. That's the way, Kaishi. I can tell by watching that you and the Pokemon you've caught in those little balls truly understand one another. Now, let's see about the Pokemon of the lake. Yeah, I just kind of want to see what happens if I answer every question wrong. Your emotions. Share them with me. So it speaks from its mind straight to yours. Makes sense for a Pokemon that embodies an aspect of the mind, I guess. When you fell to this land, what stirred in your heart? Bewilderment. How did it feel to bond with Pokemon and work together? I guess the worst answer is bizarre. What did you feel when you mingled with Hisui's clans? Is there even... I don't know if you can fail this, but I'm going to try. What did you feel when cast out of the Galaxy team? Bitter. Take this... Okay, you can't fail that. Okay. Why is Adamant closing his eyes? Good question. It may or may not have been intentional. I can't even imagine what it must feel like having a Pokemon talk to you without words. Is a Pokemon not a light bulb in max potential? I don't know. Well, the world's full of mysteries, I guess. I can hardly even be surprised at things like this after seeing the sky itself so warped. Now we've got 2 lakes left to visit. Looks like that worked out well, Kaishi. Gotta admit, you sure know plenty about Hisui, Volo. That's right. You could say it's because I'm immersion, but mostly I'm just naturally filled with curiosity. I want to know exactly what happened in the past that led us to this particular present, or more accurately, I suppose I want to know where I came from, and where I'm headed. I want to know my path, so to speak. I think we'd all like some answers on that. I don't particularly know how I've come to worship Almighty So in the first place. I even got some questions about its true nature. Weighty matters to ponder, for sure, but we have an important task before us. Do you want to return to Mistress Kagita's home? I want to check if there's any shaking trees. Particularly on Ramenas Island. Blasphemy! Yeah, like, honestly, the Diamond Clan does seem a lot more open-minded than the Pearl Clan. Just in general. I guess it does make sense, though, because if you worship time, you're gonna have to accept the fact that times change. Obsidian Fieldlands. Almost died for that thing. I know what I'm doing. Shaking tree. Shaking tree. It's gonna be a Burmy, I just know it. But I'm obligated to check. Kobe! Kobe! Oh my god, I wasn't expecting to actually get one. Get in the ball. That is the most annoying part of the Combi quest. Done. Thank God. Okay, now we can leave. Ah, Mesprit's plume. So the legends told it true, then the red chain must be real as well. What did you notice? I guess, but this all makes no sense to me. These Pokemon represent our minds. They'll give us this thing, and it'll let us bind the world and solve all this mess, but how? Why? Every grass Pokemon in Kanto is also poisoned too. Yeah, Kanto has, like, some weird design decisions like that. Like, for example, why is Gengar, the only thing that was supposed to be able to stand up to, like, Serena's Alakazam, part poison type? Why is every single like, I guess the reason every single dragon is, dragon flying is because dragon wasn't super effective on dragon, or even had a move other than Dragon Rage. So ice was, like, the only real counter to it. But it just feels like they spent so much time worrying about dragon that Psychic ended up completely unchecked. Your doubt suggests a keen intellect. I seen you're not your clan's leader for nothing. Without the mind, we're the rift to widen, and without the mind, were the rift to widen and the very world to end, would we even know it? One might even say the world, time, space, all creation exists only because our minds are there to perceive it. Tangela is pure grass. Perhaps the red chain's true purpose is to let one see creation as it truly is. I get it even less now! They don't evolve in Kanto, yeah. I think Tangrowth is also pure grass. Such are myths, my child, teaching us about the world in their own incomprehensible ways. They urge us to think more for ourselves on the nature of Almighty Sinnoh and on the nature of the world in which we dwell. Execute is grass. What? And Psychic, I think. Isn't Execute grass Psychic? Yeah. You're absolutely right. Myths and legends are such fascinating things to study. In any case, all we have to do is complete 2 more trials and we'll get the red chain. Volo, Handshake, gosh, I feel so bad that I can't remember his name. Oh, I feel so bad. I really like him too. What's the name of the new kid in the Sword and Shield DLC? How nonchalant you sound. How confident of success to which you'd contribute nothing. You tag along only for the chance to gawk at more ancient ruins. Kiki, that's right. Kieran, handshake Volo, Pokemon villain with autism. Love all the friend characters in Sword and Shield. Yeah, the character writing in that game was really good. I tell you, there's no... No, I don't want your balloons. I thought you had something more important to say. So sad when you finish Tail Mask DLC. Yeah, he's the poor thing. Yeah, I'm glad they come back, but I haven't gotten around to playing the second half of it yet. I feel so bad for Kieran. It feels like him and sort of like Hop both have that thing where like you kind of, a lot of people feel bad that they have to take their dream away from them. And, like, Hop makes the best of it, but Giant Chimecho. It's like Kieran has been looking up to the ogre his entire life, and we just waltz in and take it. Carminho. Okay, I might have to fight this thing. Old Portuguese name that sounds like Carmi, not used nowadays that much. Oh, interesting. Ow. I would prefer if you didn't do that, Chimecho. Hoping to see Carmen again on Blueberry. Yeah, I have not played the second half yet. I have not gotten around to it. I've been meaning to. I've just been busy with other things. Nice to see her again, even. Yeah, yeah. Won't spoil it yet then. Yeah. The fact that he's like, I think the fact he's the final boss is like pretty obvious. The kid is very clearly on his villain arc. But I obviously know the turtle thing exists and has two forms, but that's pretty much all I know about it. Well, my ghost type is dead, so this thing might take itself out, which is not my fault. Novan girls can be a bit xenophobic. Oh no. Do you really just want to take yourself out with Double Edge? Do you choose death over companionship? That's what I thought. BRB, okay. Turn your back. Let your guard down. Oops. Well, I blundered that. Whenever you've defeated with bug-type moves, I can do that. Weak. What is that? Is that wood or a satchel? Well, you're welcome, Richie. What the heck were you doing all the way out here? Whatever. Got it. Here we are, Lake Aquity. You know, I've been told it actually contains seawater as well. Nobody knows why, though. It could be a fluke of geography, or perhaps it's connected to a Pokemon somehow. Interesting. Lake Aquity is protected by the Pokemon Uxie. When Uxie took flight, the knowledge to solve problems was born in people's minds. I caught a Kadabra. That's what the stories say, anyway. Your ARC phone is beeping. Cool. A tool that can make caves simply appear from nowhere is quite a handy one to have. Let's go, Kaishi. I imagine there may be Pokemon in there, protecting the Lake Guardian. Take care. Now let's see what's waiting for us. I know you don't need me to tell you this, Kaishi, but I've still got to say it. Be careful around that thing. Paris is grass and bug. Yeah. Well, didn't get a chance to use hypnosis, but that's fine. Huh, that one was much nicer. Come, I will test your knowledge. Combi, Zubat, Unknown, Magneton, Dusclops. How many are there eyes? Tell me each yet one. Could you repeat that? Okay, Combi. 6, 0, 1, 3, 1. 6, 0, 1, 3, 1. It's not 12. Take this piece of the spirit to bind the world once more. It's not to sum, and 60131 equals 11. So it's not 12 in any universe. Oh. Just one more to go. I hate that. I assume all went well, Kaishi. Still, I must wonder, why don't they just give us the red chain? Why all this running about? I guess I can think of 2 reasons: to keep its chain safe and to test us. Perhaps you are right. Who knows what would happen if it fell into the wrong hands, after all? Though having said that, isn't the red chain for mending the world? What use would some villain have for it? Yeah, I wonder. Who can say for sure? Maybe the red chain has some other use besides mending the world. You could well be right. I guess we have no way of knowing until we get the red chain for ourselves. So shall we return to Mistress Kagita's home? Yep. Wonderful. Then we can see if Mr. Skagita has any insights to share with us. Why does Kanto have so many normal flying? Yeah, why are they all normal flying? Like, that's not just a Kanto thing, that's an every region thing. That's Uxie's Cly, sense a warmth to it. There's only 2 Pokemon, 3 if you count Tornadus twice. There's only 3/2 Pokemon that are pure flying. Only recently got a pure flying mon. It's Tornadus, Therian, and Corvisquire, I think is its name. It's the thing before Corviknight, specifically. I guess, and maybe also Rookidee. I'll have to check on the Rookidee. Okay, yeah, and Rookidee, so 3/4. The Pokemon of the lakes are strange. They seem to play on your mind somehow. Indeed, yet we may want to add just a dash more speed. Things in Jubilee Village are tense. What makes you say so? It seems a Pokemon's been glimpsed on the other side of the rift. One of those Ginkgo Guild merchants informed me that Commander Kamado has raised a force not to survey the Pokemon, but to subdue it, should the need arise. One of the Ginkgo Guild merchants. You make it sound as if you're not one of them. Now, if a Pokemon truly were to appear from beyond the rift, what would become of everyone, I wonder? They'd be dead. That settles it, Kaishi. There's no time to lose. We got the material left to find for the red... One material left to find for the red chain. Let's go get it. That's the spirit. I'll come and watch this historic moment unfold, too. Watch? Is that really all you do? Remember, once you've sought the third lake and found what's needed for the red chain, make for the shrouded ruins. Okay, this test is a test I can fail. And that is exactly what I'm going to do. Because I want to see what happens. Magnemite is pure electric only in Gen 1, because Steel type didn't exist yet. Right, Steel was a Gen 2 thing. Yeah. Yep. Do you know about Lake Valor? It's said to have been formed by a volcanic eruption, much like Lake Verity, though there are also other theories that say it was carved out in the midst of a Pokemon battle. This lake is protected by the Pokemon Azelf. When Azelf took flight, the will to do what needs doing was born in people's hearts, or that's what the legend would have us believe. Your ARC phone is beeping. Cave appears where there was none, as if just for Kaishi. As if it is literally just for me. But you can come inside too, I guess. I imagine strong Pokemon could wait inside, protecting the Pokemon of the lake. Blastoise, Exeggutor, Arcanine, Pidgeot, Raichu, and Nidoking. Nice! Let's see what we're up against. Overquill. Now I definitely need to catch this one, and I hope to God I can fill out Quillfish's and Overquill's decks to completion without having to catch one myself. Or without having to evolve one myself, rather. Oh no. Okay, I gotta put this thing to sleep pronto and start chucking balls. I did not anticipate Double Edge would be a problem. But it doesn't even matter. Okay, thank God. That's my Kaishi. Who says I'm yours? You feel a mysterious presence. Time to fail! Show to me unyielding will. Strike me if you can. Did those bombs just appear out of nowhere? I guess you're meant to throw them at Azelf. Eat them. I don't know, they say marsh. I'm not sure what's in them, but that doesn't sound particularly appetizing. You seem to hear a voice inside your head. Will you abandon this folly? Yes. Alright, just remember, preparation's vital, but so is persistence. Let me fail, Adaman. Okay, that's what happens, I see. Back in we go. Let me fail. Yes, they did it. Did Azelf wipe your memory, Adaman? It seems you had best give up. Will you continue regardless? Give up. You struggle in vain. Will you yet press on? Take this piece of the spirit to bind the world once more. Looks like our lake journey's complete. Seems we finished 3 lake trials. If I remember correctly, we were told that then to head for the Shrouded Ruins. I don't know what could await us there, but I'm always excited to explore some ancient ruins. Yeah, I know. Let us be on our way. Indecisive between Politoed and Azumarill for Johto. Azumarill doesn't get huge power until later, right? I think Azumarill gets better later on. Shrouded Ruins. Mist is so very good at obscuring things. It's long been said to blur boundaries. If we are to somehow bring together the world of humans, the world of Pokemon, and the world of myth, then maybe we need a setting such as this. That being said, what are we meant to do now? Seems I've made it in time. Showing up only when the time's right, huh? With age comes wisdom, I guess. I had the aid of a rather remarkable Pokemon, if you really wish to know. Right, but how do we make this red chain? I would hardly know. We speak of a divine instrument, one said to be capable of binding the very world. Do you really imagine it could be forged by mortal hands? And what are we doing here? We don't have any more time to waste. Ah, the Pokemon of the lakes. So it was true. The pact our people have passed down for all these generations has been kept. At last I can set this burden aside. You've succeeded once again, Kaishi. Yet things do not seem to be going well for the rest of the world. Toad is a trademark. Come on. Oh, very true. What's that supposed to mean? I've had some news from my fellow merchants in the Ginkgo Guild. It seems that the commander is going to forego waiting for our investigation to finish. He plans to climb Mount Coronet himself. What is he thinking? Even if he makes it up there, what can he do against the giant rift in space-time? That is a very good point. Punch it, I suppose? Well, he doesn't yet know that Arkaishi has managed to get the red chain now, does he? That's right, we've got to let him know that it'll be alright now that we have the red chain. Even the commander should see reason then and call off this foolhardy plan of his. I am going to have to... Oh, I guess I'll wait for this to finish. Kaishi? Welcome back. It's been grim here. We in the Survey Corps hardly even speak to one another lately. But with you back, maybe Captain Silen's appetite for potato mochi will return. Why is this the sole item that of food that anyone in this village eats? I guess the pickle lady has pickles. Okay. We subsist off of potato mochi and pickles. Got it. Wait here a moment, will you? I'll go and let the captain know you're back. Oh my, dear Kaishi. The same with Italy and pizza, I guess. Yeah, there's always, like, one specific food that everyone is obsessed with. Like, I guess it's less so in Pokemon. There are, like, more foods you can get in, like, Scarlet and Violet that, like, can serve a bigger role, but it's still mostly sandwiches. It's mostly dominated by sandwiches. Like, you've got your big malasadas, you've got curry, you've got sandwiches, and you've got potato mochi. And that is, like, the only thing that people eat in whatever region they're in. The professor has been awfully worried about you, Kaishi. Of course I was worried, but I don't think I could hold a candle to this dress you showed, Akari. That's blowing it out of proportion. I don't think it's appropriate for an adult to make things up just to hide their embarrassment. But, where's the captain? Wasn't she coming along with you, Professor? She's buried under a mound of work, I'm afraid. We're to join her in the Survey Corps office. It seems that her hands are more full now that Commander Kamado's are gone. Oh, Jumpluff. He's not here. Well, he set out from Mount Coronet with the Security Corps in tow. He's determined to handle this whole space-time rift business himself, including dealing with the Pokemon that's been spotted on the other side. That's why I was filling in for the regular guards, with Pikachu at the ready. Well, we aren't getting anywhere out here. Let's head inside and report to the captain. So you managed not to die, just as I ordered. Well done. Thanks to you, Captain. I have no idea what you're implying. All I know is Abra vanished of its own accord, inconveniencing me greatly. Before moving forward, I must ask, I assume that you are here again because you managed to learn something of use? Yeah, I got this red chain here. I don't really know what it does. Go on. A legendary tool said to bind the very world. Have Gligar on your team. Shoo, you stupid cotton flower. Commander Kamado is no longer here in Jubilite Village. The security corps has been scouting the area near the space-time rift, and they reported sightings of something on the other side of it. Something that resembled a Pokemon. The commander made the decision to take the security corps to the mountain so as to prepare to fend off any possible threat. They were to make for the temple at the peak. However strong the commander himself may be, he should have gotten Kaishi to help. As the captain of the Survey Corps, I hereby order you to proceed as follows. Kaishi, take that red chain to Mountain Coronet, make your way to the peak, and put an end to all this. You are officially reinstated at your former rank. Are you certain you can do that with the commander away? If he didn't wish for me to decide things in his place, then he should not have left me in charge. Very fair. Then I'll go as well. We're all in this together, we members of the Survey Corps. Naturally, no one suggested you should not. Okay, I have got to be right back. And depending, like, I gotta go check on something, and depending on how it is, we might have to wrap up for the night, or I'll play through until the boss battle. Okay, I have to take my meds and eat dinner, but I will do the Pokédoku and Squirtle before I go. Sweet. Evolve by item. Fire. Okay. How do you evolve Darumaka? I forget. Yeah, I could do Magmar, but I think I'd probably do Simisear over Magmar. Okay, it evolves by level. Fire. Item. What the? Evolve by item. Fire. Simisear. Is Litleo also level? Yes, it's also level. Evolve by item. Water. Goribus, I think should count. Electric evolved by item. No, Alolan Golem is a trade, isn't it? Traded, yeah. Item electric, huh? I think Magnezone would be a good answer because they added the ability to evolve it later, but I'm scared that it won't count it. So I'm going to test that on another browser really quick. Okay, I can't answer Magnezone, so that's what I'm going with. Mega Evolved Fire. There's not a whole lot of Mega Evolutions in the first place. I guess, like, Houndoom... No, Camerupt. Mega Water. Slowbro. Electric Mega Evolved. Electric Mega Evolved is like... I don't think there's a Mega Minitrick. No, there is a Mega Minitrick. That's what I'm going with then. Oh, it's above 50%. So I guess that's the one of the more popular answers. Like, by default, if, like, a majority of people said it, then it is the most popular answer. Legendary Fire. Yeah, I'm surprised. I guess it's just because, like, there aren't many Megas to choose from in the first place. Rapid Strike. Rapid Strike. Legendary Fire. Heatran? Do people remember Heatran? Alolan Moltres. Galarian Moltres is not part fire type, even though it looks like it would be. Yeah, I think I might go with Heatran. Electric, Legendary... It's not fire. It really looks like it would be, but no, for some reason they decided to keep the flying type. of each of the birds. So it's a flying dark. Legendary electric. Regieleki? I am shocked that people chose Manectric over Ampharos. Flareon, Vaporeon, Jolteon, of course. Suicune, Zapdos. The three birds. Oh, Camerupt Mega is most common. Interesting. And Charizard Mega X is least common. I guess people are trying to, like, reverse psychology it. They're trying to pick the one that no one else will think of, so they don't end up picking the obvious one. Darmanitan's Galarzen. I was literally thinking Darmanitan. What? That's right. It evolves from an Ice Stone. But that's right, that makes sense. Rapid Strike, Belly Bolt, Thunderous Incarnate. Who's that Pokemon? The thing I measure all Pokemon based on. Oh, it's a Unova Pokemon, and very small. Okay. Suwaddle. It is 0.3 meters tall and not a bug. Got it. That is strange. Very tiny. And very heavy. Tiny, heavy. And not a bug or ghost. Interesting. Vanillite is slightly too big. Axew is twice as big. Basculin is way too big. Woobat also slightly too big. Interesting. Interesting. Sandile is a lot bigger than I thought. That. What is as tiny as a Sawaddle that isn't a bug? Joltik? No, Joltik is too small. And also a bug. Tynamo is too small. Were they really? I feel like that's not correct. Oh my god, everything is too big. P-Dove. P-Dove. It's not a P-Dove. Yeah, Bulbapedia says they were available in Diamond and Pearl. Gothita? Gothita is too big. Oh my god. Oh my god, what is it? What is it? Roggenrola's too big. I am stumped, honestly. Emalga? Too big. Timple? Too big. Moon? Too big. What the heck could it be? What could it be? Clink. It was Clink. Everyone's favorite Pokemon, Clink. Whatever, I'm glad I got there. That... Wow. I guess that does make sense if it has to be small and heavy. That... Because I thought it was wrong. Yeah, well, here we are. This was super fun. Thanks for being here. I know it is ridiculously late in your time zone. I have got to go get ready for bed. But it was so great being here. Thanks so much.